32회 영어 듣기 말하기 모의고사 1번부터 17번까지는 듣고 답하는 문제입니다. 1번부터 15번까지는 한 번만 들려주고 16번부터 17번까지는 두 번 들려줍니다. 방송을 잘 듣고 답을 하기 바랍니다. 1번 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Our test will be on Friday. It will cover the entire book.
I have a question. Will the test include essay questions?
Yes, there will be fill-in-the-blank questions and several essay questions.
(2번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Brandon, where are you going?
I have to go to a club meeting. I'm running late.
Oh, I didn't know you joined a club. Which one are you in?
(3번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 심정으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I can't wait for our trip tomorrow.
You like the circus, don't you?
Yes, there are so many interesting things to see. The acrobats and the animals performing those amazing routines.
I find those shows rather boring. The performers have practiced the same routines for a long time. What they're doing is nothing new.
Well, it's new for us to see.
I'd rather go to the amusement park. At least the roller coasters are exciting.
Oh, those rides scare me. They're too fast.
Well, tomorrow is going to be a big burden on me. I don't know why I have to go to the circus for school.
I'm sure you don't have to go.
Now that I think about it, I'm going to talk to the teacher about it.
(4번) 다음을 듣고 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I'd like to take a moment before the end of class to address an important topic. As you all know, there is a particularly dangerous form of the flu going around this winter. One of the best ways to avoid catching it or passing it on to others is by washing your hands with soap several times a day. It is also a good idea to wear a mask over your mouth and nose. Everyone is at risk of getting the flu. But in a place like a crowded school, where we come in close contact with so many other people throughout the day, this risk is magnified. So let's all do our best to protect ourselves and others.
(5번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Why are you staying at your parents' house these days, Jim?
My apartment building has a bedbug problem. You know, those tiny insects that feed on human blood.
That sounds terrible. How did your building get the problem?
Bedbugs are small and flat. They can easily hide in the folds of your clothing or bags.
Oh, so when people travel from place to place, they move the bedbugs around?
Exactly. They also live in mattresses and other furniture. If you buy used furniture, you could bring them into your apartment accidentally.
But you haven't been traveling or buying used furniture.
Well, they can also travel along wires and pipes.
So if your neighbor has them, you can get them too.
That's right.
6번. 대화를 듣고 두 사람의 관계를 가장 잘 나타낸 것을 고르시오.
We're from the Ministry of Labor. We were sent here to check everything over carefully.
What can I do?
Just answer a few questions.
Sure. Go ahead.
Does this factory follow all safety procedures?
As far as I know, yes.
And have you seen any accidents on the job?
No, not for 5 years. Before that, yes.
This was before the new management?
Yes.
Do you think you and your fellow workers are treated fairly?
I have no complaints. I'd like to earn more money, of course.
Yes, we all would. Thank you.
(7번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 대화하고 있는 장소로 가장 적절한 곳을 고르시오.
Oh boy, I think I'm going to be sick.
Stop kidding around. This is great. We're going so fast.
Maybe we're going too fast. What if we crash?
Don't be silly. We can't crash. We're on a track.
I can't believe I let you talk me into this. I'd rather be on other rides.
Stop complaining. It'll be over in a minute.
I told you I don't like high places. Oh my gosh, this is terrifying.
Yeah, isn't it great? This is so much fun.
Oh, we're slowing down. Is it finally over?
Yes. See, you survived. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, I suppose it was kind of exciting. I'm glad I tried it.
I knew it. Come on, let's get in line and ride it again.
No way!
(8번) 대화를 듣고 그림에서 대화의 내용과 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Do you want a donut too?
Sure. I think I'll have one of these chocolate donuts with sprinkles on the middle row.
Let's also get 2 heart-shaped ones like the one on the man's tray.
Those look good. Okay, then could you go get a tray?
Where are they?
They're next to the trash can. You can get the things to pick the donut up with, too.
All right. Look at the sign. I think we should get one more donut.
You're right. We can get 4 donuts for the price of 3.
Great. Then what about getting the one that the woman is pointing at?
The woman with the sleeveless top? Oh, that looks nice.
Okay, then let's get that one.
(9번) 대화를 듣고 남자가 여자에게 부탁한 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Boy, those students are really excited about the big dance tonight.
Yes, they're all going to look so lovely in their dresses and suits.
Are you going?
No, I wasn't planning on it.
Oh, really? Are you busy?
No, I was going to be grading tests, but I finished much earlier than I expected. Why?
Well, didn't you hear? Arthur is ill.
Oh, was he supposed to volunteer?
Yes, now we are 1 person short. Do you think you could take tickets at the door?
Oh, sure. That would be fun. I don't know what I'm going to wear, though.
Well, you don't want to compete with the students.
I'll throw something together.
(10번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 잡아놓은 숙박비의 총 예산과 호텔에 머물기로 한 총 기간이 바르게 짝지어진 것을 고르시오.
We don't have much money budgeted for hotels, so we have to make a good choice.
I think we should find a place where we can stay longer instead of looking for a nice place.
I agree.
This hotel costs $30 a night. So $30, 3 nights, that would take all our money.
We have to find something cheaper.
Here's one. It's only $20. We could stay an extra night, and we'd still have $10 left over.
I like that idea.
Oh, look, this is even better. $15 a night.
Yes, let's take that. We can stay 5 nights and still have $15 left over.
That means more shopping.
Honey, we're going on vacation to relax, not to shop.
But shopping is part of relaxing.
Anyway, you always get your own way.
(11번) 레인보우 공원 버스 관광에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Welcome to Rainbow Park's bus tour. Rainbow Park is a historic park that was founded by Hugo Smith. When Hugo Smith first came here, he saw many rainbows and therefore named it Rainbow Park. If you look at the map that was handed out when you purchased your tickets, you will find a list of attractions to visit in this area. And the booklet available at the information desk has some useful coupons. This tour will take about 1.5 hours. We'll be driving around the park for about 30 minutes. After that, you will have an hour of free time to take pictures and to visit places where you can use the coupons. I hope you enjoy the tour.
(12번) 다음 영화 상영표를 보면서 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 볼 영화를 고르시오.
I really want to see The Dark World. Everybody's been talking about it.
I know, but we can't make it tonight. We're having dinner at my Aunt Linda's at 6, and you know we have to stay for an hour or so after dinner.
Oh, well, I guess we could go to the 8 o'clock movie instead.
I didn't think that you liked romantic comedies.
Oh, I didn't know it was a romantic comedy. Anyway, I really feel like going to the theater.
Well, we could catch an afternoon film.
Still, it takes about 30 minutes to get to Linda's from the theater. We'd have to be out in plenty of time.
Here, I've been wanting to see this one, and it gives us time to get to Linda's.
Okay, but next week I want to go to a late movie.
All right, next week is your choice.
(13번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hi, Maria. Thanks for coming over to my place to study.
Thanks for having me.
Come on, we can study in the living room. My mom made some snacks.
All right. Oh, wow. Look at all these old albums.
Yeah, they're my dad's. He collects classic music albums from the 70s.
I'm really into old rock music. How about you?
I am too. I guess it runs in my family.
I can't believe it. Look at this. This is the best Beatles album ever.
I think so too. Shall we listen to it while we study?
That might be distracting, but do you think I could borrow it sometime?
(14번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Yes, can I help you?
Good evening, ma'am. I have a pizza delivery for apartment 13B.
There must be some mistake. I didn't order a pizza.
Is this apartment 13B?
Yes, it is, but I certainly didn't order a pizza. In fact, I'm cooking dinner right now. We're having steamed vegetables.
That's strange. Let me check my notes and see who called in the order.
Okay.
Aha! The order was placed by Eric Peterson. Is your husband's name Eric?
No, but I do have a 12-year-old son named Eric.
Oh boy. I think I know who ordered the pizza.
(15번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 선생님이 존에게 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
John is an elementary school student. He is very polite and works hard, but he has a bad temper. One day, John got into an argument with another student over a pencil case. The other boy said the pencil case belonged to him. John insisted it was his. They yelled for a while, but then John hit the other boy. The teacher dragged John into his office and asked him what happened. John explained and showed the teacher his name written inside the pencil case. In this situation, what would the teacher most likely say to John?
(16번부터 17번까지는 2번 들려줍니다. 16번과 17번 다음을 듣고 물음에 답하시오.
How was your vacation, Andrew?
It was wonderful. I spent a week in Zanzibar.
That's an island off the coast of Africa in the Indian Ocean, isn't it?
That's right. It's part of Tanzania and is actually made up of several small islands.
Did it have beautiful beaches?
Yes, with terrific coral reefs for scuba diving. But it was the history of the place that really fascinated me.
It used to be called the Spice Islands, didn't it?
That's right. In the early 19th century, they started growing cloves. Soon after, Zanzibar became the largest clove producer in the world.
They grew other spices too, didn't they?
Yes. Later, they started growing ginger, cinnamon, and pepper as well. And in those days, spices were quite valuable.
Zanzibar must have become very wealthy.
It did. But over time, other countries started developing their own spice industries, and Zanzibar's share of the market declined.
Still, it sounds like a fascinating place.
다시 한번 듣겠습니다.
How was your vacation, Andrew?
It was wonderful. I spent a week in Zanzibar.
That's an island off the coast of Africa in the Indian Ocean, isn't it?
That's right. It's part of Tanzania and is actually made up of several small islands.
Did it have beautiful beaches?
Yes, with terrific coral reefs for scuba diving. But it was the history of the place that really fascinated me.
It used to be called the Spice Islands, didn't it?
That's right. In the early 19th century, they started growing cloves. Soon after, Zanzibar became the largest clove producer in the world.
They grew other spices too, didn't they?
Yes. Later, they started growing ginger, cinnamon, and pepper as well. And in those days, spices were quite valuable.
Zanzibar must have become very wealthy.
It did. But over time, other countries started developing their own spice industries, and Zanzibar's share of the market declined.
Still, it sounds like a fascinating place.
16번 대화의 주제로 가장 적절한 것은 (17번) 젠저바에 관한 내용과 일치하지 않는 것은